Hi, welcome to Homemade TV. My name's Chris and today is Thursday, the 4th of June 2020. And we're gradually relaxing into a slightly more lockdown state than we were. We've got some news on that coming up shortly, which is about holidays and short breaks. But first, we're going to start a series of what we hope will be interesting live shows starting tomorrow during the morning. And we'll put up a notice tomorrow on this channel showing when that live program will take place. You are cordially invited to take part if you like. We'll be on our Facebook channel, and that's facebook.com/Homemade TV UK. That's where you'll find us. Come and have a look at us during tomorrow morning. We should have a notice with the time of our programme, and that notice should be up at around 9 a.m. Programme I hope will be about 10 or 11 depending on how production goes with it. You are invited to obviously take as much part as you can. We'll be glad to have your comments directly online and we'll feed those back to you, and you'll also be welcome to actually put in some content of your own if you have anything to come on with. Talk to me about that anytime via our YouTube page, our Facebook page, or via email. That's production@seriousleisure.co.uk. What are we going to talk about tomorrow morning? Well, we're going to talk about housing for older people. Recently there was released a report by Professor Les Mayhew of the Cass Business School at City University of London, and that's caused an interesting stir because what he says is that many older people are living in accommodation houses, whatever, that are really not suitable for older people, and that the country needs to build more specific housing for older people so that housing stock that say 2, 3, 4 bedrooms can be released to the market. And it's a jolly good point, and I'd like to know what you think, and I'd like to get a discussion going and maybe get more people involved. Okay, so that's tomorrow. Please get in touch if you want to take part. I'd love to hear from you. In our last clip, you will have seen that Staysure's Holidays and Pontins have actually started taking bookings from early July. And the next in line that we've just heard about is Park Holidays, which is essentially the static caravan holiday park operators. They're now taking bookings for short breaks at the weekends, during the week, all week's holidays from 4th of July onwards, and they've got some reasonable deals. They've actually got some 4-night breaks starting from around 120 quid, and week's holidays starting from about I think 250 quid. Some of those are reasonably good deals, I think, and their sites we've always found are pleasant and nice, and I've included the link to Park Holidays just here, so you can take a look at those and see what you find. You will find some video on our site about that, and I'll include a link to a couple of Park Holidays campsites in the text on our YouTube page. With holidays coming back on the market, there is a hope that soon we'll also be able to start taking holidays abroad, at least in Europe, maybe further, who knows. But at the moment we've got the problems with things like quarantines, etc., which is going to give us an issue whatever we do. However, it's good to see that probably our biggest travel insurance company, and certainly one of the most trusted, that's Staysure, have actually started taking action to try and help us to travel. It's their business after all. The thing that they've done is included COVID-19 cover whilst abroad. How they've structured it is that you cannot travel and be covered if you have COVID-19 symptoms while you're at home. If you've got the disease, then you have to stay put until such time as you're over it. But what they're clearly saying is that they will include cover for emergency medical help and for repatriation if necessary if you catch COVID-19 whilst you are abroad on holiday. I think that's really, really good news. There are some things you have to be very aware of. And the first thing that you have to be aware of is that if the UK government, in the shape of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, that's the FCO, say that a country isn't safe to travel to, then you will not be covered by any travel insurance unless it specifically includes that coverage. What I'm saying to you essentially is if you go on holiday without reading the FCO guidance for that country and the FCO says don't go, then you won't be covered by your insurance. And that's pretty obvious when you think about it. So if the FCO says that France is safe to travel to, then your Staysure insurance will cover you for catching COVID-19 while you are there. I think that's really a good development. And it does mean that if the restrictions on foreign travel are lifted, you can travel without any major problems and without major fears, which is even more important. Additionally, Staysure, who work extensively with the older generation, as you will know, say that currently 30% of British holidaymakers are still waiting to see if their 2020 planned trips work out, and around 60% of Brits think that they will travel around the same amount in 2021 as they did in the years before the virus. And that's it from me for today, the 4th of June 2020. Don't forget, we will be coming to you live tomorrow to have a chat around the problems that we're having housing older people. Why aren't there more houses designed for older people? That's the question we need to ask. And how do you get on when you've been looking to maybe downsize as you get older? I'd love to hear from you. We'll have an announcement about our live show online tomorrow morning around 9 a.m, giving you the time that we'll be live. You're very welcome to join in and have a chat and see where we can go to. If you're having problems downsizing, get in touch. Love to hear from you. See you soon.